Hi guys, it's Amy and you have found Amy Loves Crochet. I want to thank you so very much for your time. I really do appreciate when you click on my videos. Well, this is called the Rua Lace Shawl by Annie Design Crochet. You use 2 skeins of fingering weight yarn. You can either do different colorways like these offsetting ones. We've got a variegated and a solid. Or you can do 2 very contrasting colors, or you can make the whole shawl out of just one color. So I'll link that in the description down below. Go ahead and check that out. It's a great pattern to work on. The feature project for me to share with you today is actually one that I've made before. If you saw the, I always say that if you saw the thumbnail, the stitch book that I've shown you many times, I decided to pick that up again and work on this shawl, this wrap. Back in September of 2003, I made one of these wraps, and very quickly after that I had a craft fair, a vendor event, which I sold that wrap at, and so I never had an opportunity to share it with you guys. So I wanted to circle back around. I can't believe it's taken me almost 3 years to come back around to it, but that's how long my ideas stay sitting up here in my perch. So the yarn that I used was one that I found on clearance of Yarn Bee at Hobby Lobby, and these are 2 different types of yarns that I have used together. At the time when I purchased them, I knew nothing about this yarn, so it was you know, fun to use a new yarn that you'd never used that fiber before. So the ones that we have here, we call these Stitch 101 50/50. This colorway happens to be Candy. It's a very nice pink. And this is made up of 50% acetate and 50% modal. Again, wasn't really sure what that was all about. Feels very kind of acrylic-y, just kind of a soft, shiny acrylic-y kind of. It's a nice fiber. I enjoyed working with it very much. And so I had some in different colors. This one was called Limone, a very beautiful, oops, come on, sunlight here. A very beautiful mustard color. I like this. So here's the yarn label for these guys. And again, I had multiple colors in multiple colorways. So, I mean, multiple skeins in multiple colorways. So the Candy, I've got one more of those left besides the Limone. And then this one is called Apricot. And it's just a beautiful coral color, orangey coral. I really enjoyed this one. Again, the 50/50. But then we also had some of these that is 100% acetate. It did not mix the modal with that. So it's, although it feels exactly the same to me, I felt absolutely no difference between the yarns. And I'm really a big one who doesn't like to mix fibers. So you know that if I said I couldn't even tell the difference between them, you know, they're pretty much the same. So I don't know if any of you guys experienced this yarn. Let me know down below if you've had, you know, if you've used this before and what you thought of it, how it worked out for you. So one of the colorways that I used is this one called Deep Ocean. So you'll see that here in a minute, this super duper deep blue. And then I also had this really light blue. I don't remember which one this was a part of, whether it was the 50/50 or the 100% acetate. And I don't even remember what other things I made with the yarn besides the one wrap that I sold. So I can't tell you what else I used the yarn for. I really wished I had some. I mean, it's in my book. I'm just not digging through my book because I don't have it all on the computer yet. I still got to work on that. So anyway, the color of the shawl that I sold back in 2023 was sort of a rose color. I don't have any of the tags for it anymore, and I just wrote rose for the colorway. So I wish I really wish I'd at least taken a picture of that one. But anyway, so here we are back around to, I made another one, and the rose colored one that I made all in one color. But this one I did combine 2 of the colors because I didn't have enough of the blue. I wanted this in the blue color, but I didn't have enough. So I mixed the apricot with it. And when I put the first row of apricot, I didn't like it. I thought I was going to undo it. I went back and forth, and I really think that I've come around full circle to loving it. I absolutely love it. It reminds me of the Chicago Bears colors because those are some really great color combinations that they have. So here is, let me pick this up for you. Here is the completed wrap. It's really, really great, an open, lacy type of pattern with, you know, clusters in the center here that you do a couple of rows worth, and then you've got some chains to be the in-betweens here. So I like the portion. You know, I had more apricot. I could have gone with a whole nother repeat of the pattern, but I just wanted it to have that little bit of orange in there, the apricot. I kind of wish that I had the blue up on top, but I guess it really doesn't matter one way or the other. You could wear it upside down if you wanted to. It's, you know, not like somebody's going to tell you that your wrap is upside down. But the measurement is about 26 inches long, about 26, 28. You know, it's a heavy yarn, so it does pull down and kind of pin itself. I did not do any blocking for this item, and I really like how it looks. So again, the weight of this is very, I'm not going to say very heavy, but if you're one who likes the weighted blanket, you know, that was kind of a thing that kind of came around somewhat recently. It is kind of heavy, so there does have that appeal of being warm and wrapped up in this kind of weighted blanket, if you will. So again, it's really long. It's about 82 inches long, so you don't have to do as many repeats if you didn't want to. It's on multiples of 10 plus 2. So I did 200 chains to make this, which puts it really, really long. You don't have to, obviously, you can make it as narrow as you would like to. It could even work in a scarf pattern. So yeah, I was really happy to work on this again, and it's such a lovely pattern. You know, you really can work this in any yarn with any matching hook size. I happen to just, you know, the yarn that I wanted to use, it is a 4, and I did use a 6mm hook for this to make it open and lacy and drapey. But you could clearly put, you know, any type of yarn to this pattern and then just use the corresponding hook size. So yeah, I love this pattern, love this wrap. Oops. It can be, you know, if maybe you're not one to have it in a wrap. See how super long it is? So you could still do a scarf, you know, have your mixed blue and orange or apricot colored scarf, and, you know, put either side in the front that you like. I like projects that have more than one color or more than one vibe going on, so that it really can be whatever you want it to be. You know, if you're not too much a fan of that apricot, you could really, you know, hide that and just be on the blue part. So I thought this was great to work on again, like I said, and having the count of 10 really gives you the opportunity to make this whatever you want. You know, you could make a blanket out of it if you wanted to. So that's the project that I've got to share with you today. So other than that, hubby's not feeling well. We did not go for date night last night. So he's going to owe me a date night. But, you know, we get these sickies from the kids all the time, and I'm usually the one to get it. So now it's his turn. I do have a vacation week from work coming up right after this following week. I have 1 week of work and then 1 week off. So I don't know when I'm going to be able to put up for videos for you guys if we're going to be on the road with our RV. I'll give some thought to that over the next week or so and hopefully have something for you. I go ahead and clear out my camera once a week. You know, I pull all the pictures that I've done that week to share, you know, my flowers or my sun with you guys or whatever. So once in a while I'll find that I didn't clear some out, so I'll put some pictures in here that I'm almost sure that you have not seen before. I know a lot of them look the same because the sun is the sun is the sun, and my yard is the yard is yard. But I like to, you know, if we've gone someplace, I like to mix in some pictures of that as well. So that is what I'm working on. I do still have this project with the 7 or the 6 different colors. So I've got these, this idea that I was still working on. These are still sitting here. I haven't put them back up into my yarn wall yet because I do plan on making something with them. And I know that I've kind of tossed that one out of the idea. So this looks like it's going to be what I'm working with, and I just have to take the time to cake them up before I want to actually start working on them. So that is in the background. And that's about it. This week we've had my grandkids a little bit more than we normally do. When there's extra stuff going on for the weekends or for evenings or whatnot, we have them sometimes extra. So that cuts down on my crochet time a little bit, or even my brain time. Like, I don't have extra time to think about what am I going to put for my next video for you guys, or my next crochet project, what am I going to be working on. So that's where I'm at with the scheme of things. I hope everybody's doing well. Have a wonderfully blessed day, and I hope you'll come back and see me again. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.